Hey, everybody. I am that Bob Stromberg, and I am a comedian. I like to just share that ahead of time with folks, just in case it's not so evident later on. And I also am, I admit I'm an aging comic, as Bob pointed out. I know this because I had my 50-year checkup. Speaking of high comedy, I can tell by your response that a number of you have experienced that hilarity yourselves. It's expensive, and it was an expensive procedure. For me personally, I have an excellent health policy, so health insurance policy, so it covers virtually everything. Unfortunately, I have a $3 million deductible. I said to the, I'd been led to, I was apprehensive about this, I think understandably, because I'd been led by some older folks, even here, to understand that this procedure compared to 30, 35, 40, 45, this procedure was a bit more invasive. I said to the doctor, I said, you are going to put me out for this, aren't you? I don't know how I feel about his bedside manner. He actually laughed in my face. He said, no, you can watch the whole thing if you want. I said, no, I don't think I'm that flexible. And then I had to drink the night before, 3 big plastic bottles of this stuff that meant to cleanse my digestive system. And I don't know about you, I found it to be very effective. I was up pretty much all night long. 3 in the morning, I heard my wife rummaging around the kitchen trying to find the bottles. I heard her yell, "You did dilute this stuff, didn't you?" Well, that explains some things. I cleaned my digestive system, every other system I have, too. I lost computer files that night. Wiped clean. And then, so discouraging, because they have an instruction sheet before you come to the hospital. It says, before you show up at the hospital, be sure to drink 3,800 milliliters of water. And I'm thinking, I'm not into metrics so much, and I'm going, well, they're just little milliliters. And 3,800, that's 1/4 cup short of a gallon of water. I got to the hospital, I was quite uncomfortable. I said to the nurse, by the way, I did this in the hospital, which is the most expensive place to do it. You can do it various, you can get it much cheaper in the strip malls, those colonoscopy dry cleaner places, but I don't recommend it. It's very inconvenient, actually, because you got to keep putting in those coins. I said, this is true, some of this is quite true. I said to the nurse, why is it that I had to drink a gallon of water? And she said, well, we have to make sure that you can give us a good urine sample. I said, how much do you need? She said, well, you need to fill up that little plastic cup. From here? Because otherwise, this isn't even going to be a challenge for me. Then she took the cup and she handed it to me, which I thought was disappointing and a little condescending, might add, because I was pretty sure I could have done it. And as you know, the procedure is important, and it was easy, very easy. But the point of this whole thing is that it did indeed make me feel old. So mainly, partially because the doctor was 15. Dr. Doogie. Fortunately, he wasn't doing the procedure by himself. His girlfriend was there. They had their earbuds in. I didn't mind, though. I did not care. I would have cared, but they gave me this little sedative. It's called Oh, I can't remember what that little catchy. The generic drug is called Sure Go Ahead. I don't mind. Do anything you want. And it worked. It made me wonder what general anesthesia would be like, because I mean I can only imagine because I've never experienced that. Or if I did, I don't remember. So. My buddy Mark in Minnesota, he was playing basketball with a bunch of old guys my age, which is not a good idea, and he popped his Achilles tendon, snapped it right up, and it rolled right up the back of his leg. They found it up behind his shoulder blade. And he was laying on a gurney, and they're dripping this general anesthesia into his hand, and he thought to himself, what if it doesn't work on me? And in a panic, he sat right up in the bed, and he looked the surgeon right in the eye, and he says, this stuff better work. And the surgeon said, well, I think it did, because we're all done. So anyway,